Hello programmers, I am Abhay and in this video we'll be doing the second day 2 problem for the May Leetcoding challenge, and the problem name is jewels and stones. I've already submitted it, so let's see what approach I use. So the problem statement says that you are given two strings. The first string contains all the distinct characters, where the string j, that's the string j, that contains all the distinct characters, and those distinct characters are actually jewels. You have another string that's s, and you have to count how many jewels are there in that string capital S. So let's see one example test case to have a better understanding. It's saying that you are given a string capital J as small a and capital A, and the string capital S as something like that. Okay, as you can see here this is the test case that I'm currently speaking about. So let's see what it says. So it says that for capital A, I have two characters A and capital A as my jewels, and this is the string, and I have to count how many jewels are there. So for small a, I am looping over A. So let's see, I have A, I have capital A, I have capital A again, then I have B, I have B again, and it goes. Okay, so for small a, I know that it's a jewel, so I increase the count by 1. For capital A, I know that's a jewel as well, so I increase the count by 2. For capital A again, I know that's a jewel, so I increase the count by 2. By 3. So the current count is 3. For small b, I know that's not a jewel, so the count remains 3. Again 3, and it goes and goes till the end is reached. Okay, so final answer is 3. So the output came 3. So what's the problem statement here? So as you can see that if somehow we know that these characters are already my jewels, then looping over S becomes easy, so that I can increase my count. Now there are two approaches you can use, because the constraints are very less. It says that only 50, the length of the string will always be 50. So you can go with like you can iterate over the string S and then check for every character in S that's present in capital J or not. That will be approach, and that can be one approach with time complexity of big O of n square, where n can be the length of the bigger string, you can say. But still we are practicing, and it's for practice purpose, so we should think about a better approach. So let's see how can we reduce the time complexity from big O of n square to big O of n. So if you think about it, and you can say that if somehow we already know that these characters are in my string capital J, that is these characters are my jewels, then the problems became quite easy, right? So how can we already know that these characters are my jewels? Yes, I think that using a hash map or a map in C++ is a better approach. We can loop over the string capital J and say that all the characters are distinct, we can say that if we can mark that character as true, that's a jewel, right? So what happens here is I create a hash map, and I say that my small a is what? My small a is true, and my capital A is also true, right? So now what happens is, now when I am looping over my string S, I don't have to loop again over the string J, because I already know which characters are my jewels. So I can ask the map, I can pass the key as the character of capital S, that is it true or false. If it's true, I increase the count. If it's not, I don't do anything. So let's see the working code. The code is written in C++, so you can also implement it in Java or any other language. For Java, I think hash map is used for that purpose, and for Python, I guess dictionary is what used. So let's see in C++ what I am using. So I have initialized a count variable that will be counting my answer, and I have created a map. The map key values are, the key here is characters, because we will be keeping the mark of the characters, and for keeping the true and false, I created a bool, right? I am looping over this length of string j, and I am marking that if that every character of that j is true, because that's all are my jewels. This is for what? Here every character is a jewel, right? Here every character is a jewel. Now I know, now this what this part of the code does is, now I already know what are my jewels. Okay, now I have a list where I know that this is my jewel, and I can directly access this in O1 time. Now I loop over the string s on which we have to count. Okay, now I ask the map whether that character of the string s is true or false. If it's true, I know that's a jewel, and if it's a jewel, I increase the count. I do the count plus plus, and I do it for the complete string. After the complete traversal, I return the count, because that's my answer. If the answer is 0, it will remain 0. I don't have to think about any corner test cases here, because every test case is included. So let's try to submit it and accept it. So you can see that it was very easy problem, and it was really pretty easy. It was more easier than the first day 1 problem, the first bad version that uses at least a concept of binary search. It was directly an implementation based problem, and I would rate it a 1-star problem. It was pretty straightforward, just an implementation problem. I guess most of you would be able to do this, and if not, keep checking out my videos. I'll be helping you a lot with all those stuff. And yeah, that's all about it. And if you do like this video, please do hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel for another tutorials and all the other parts of the May Leetcoding challenge. I'll be uploading the video as fast as I can, so that you can, whenever you are trying to do the problem and you are stuck anywhere, you can get the hold of the answer through my video. So please do subscribe to my channel, and yeah.